In the upper left, we have our Terran player. He's won and he needs to win this game to move on. He is
MVP King.
Totally bungled that intro. Yeah, Keen. Very focused right now. In the bottom right, we have the legend. Will he stay a legend in this best of 3? He is
OGS Nada.
Artosis.
Yes.
Do you think Keen can win?
I think he can, but I feel like if Nada chooses to go mech on this map, and he's actually prepared mech on this map, you know, he has a prepared build for this map. This is the map he wanted to choose against Keen, so we'll see what it is. But if it's mech, I feel like Nada definitely can take this game. That's my feeling. If it's Marine Tank against Marine Tank, not sure what's going to happen, but I definitely could see Keen winning that. Keen's solid, man. Keen's gotten a lot better than when he first hit in Code S. When he first hit him, I'm like, this is a Code A guy that just got into Code S, and he keeps on hitting up and down and stuff like that. But nowadays, Keen is solid as can be. You know, he's just a good Terran.
Yeah, I mean, when they first met, Keen was nerd meat to Nada.
He was nerd meat.
That's all he was, man. He was nerd meat.
He was a nerd. He wasn't nerd meat. He was a nerd Cheeto.
Ooh, he's a nerd
right.
Cheeto. See, I was thinking of different nerd meats Nada would like cook him up on his grill. It was like F-class nerd meat. It's like nerd meat that Taco Bell uses.
Well, Nada cooks that up and feeds it to his Nod dog.
That was so not funny.
Why'd you laugh then?
Because I was sitting here thinking, how would I volley something back to you with that? Like, oh man, nerd meat.
Nerd meat.
Cheapest nerd meat. Now he's like nerd veal. He's a delicacy.
Oh, that's true. Nada has to make him stand up for his entire life and feed him nothing but milk, man.
Yeah.
Kill him before he gets too old.
Cook him in his tears.
All
so
right.
we have 2 gases here.
Yeah. Will Nada go
Keen.
2 gas? No, Nada adding 2 barracks. Okay.
Now the question is, will Nada add 2 more barracks like we've seen Marine King Prime do, or is he going to get 2 gases after that?
You know, I think he's going to go the 2 gases.
Probably.
I'm fairly certain about it. Keen, on the other hand, going to tech up a bit more, and I like the tech up a bit more for this map, man. You've got a ramp in front of your natural. You know, when you have a ramp, it's so much harder for your opponent to attack into you. You know, it's like all dark and scary up there. There's probably a bunker, maybe 2. And Keen's going to tech right up and probably grab a Banshee for some harassment and then go into this similar type of units that Nada's going to go for. So, but where's Nada's harassment going to be? He better be taking a quick third or something. I don't want to see him just make some Marines move out through the map with combat shield and to go home and be like, now I have to fight this Banshee. Now I'm behind. I don't want to see that, Taste. It's not what I want to see here today.
Me too, Artosis.
Yeah. I want to see goodness.
You know, Nada was the... when I first came, because I did some work in Korea 2 times before I moved here.
Yeah.
I did once for the Blizzard Worldwide Invitational and then once for the Seoul East Stars Festival. But when I was in Korea, Nada was actually the first pro gamer I met.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
The first pro gamer I met. Oh, yes. 2004 World Championships for WCG. I was representing USA, and it was for you, Zelos, and someone else. And everyone was like, oh my god.
Oh, no, July was it?
That's them. No, that was 06.
Well, wait.
But, no, 04 in San Francisco.
Oh, 04 in San Francisco.
No,
okay.
And I remember it was for you and Zelos and someone else, and I think it was actually Midas, all standing there. And everyone was like, oh my god, that's them. And me being the unscared nerd that I am, Tasteless, I just walked up, I'm like, hey, how's it going? And I shook their hands, and Zelos had the most limp handshake.
Yes, I first met Zelos in Singapore when I was working there.
Oh, yeah, 05.
Yeah. And I believe he was with For You was there as well.
Yeah, they made it like multiple times to the grand finals.
Now, in this game so far, with these 2 completely opposite builds, what do you foresee occurring from here? I mean, are they just going to, because they're far apart, do they just turtle? Do they...
Well, you know, Keen didn't go for the Banshee. Instead, he's went for quicker siege tanks. And I feel like since he's gone for those quicker siege tanks, what he's going to have to do is utilize those for defense and take a quick third. I feel like that's what he's going to need to do here. Nada, on the other hand, he has more bile. He is getting ready for a little bit more tech. He's getting his starport up. He has siege tanks starting now, but you know he got those extra barracks early on, so he's going to have a little bit more map control, but should not be able to break Keen. So you know, of course, I feel like both players, there's not a lot of other choices but to go ahead and take third bases.
All right. We have a small medevac drop coming in here from Keen to Nada. He could even, for instance, drop here and force this engineering beta cancel. That would actually be very helpful.
Yeah.
And he's going to do it.
Nice little drop going on. No stim yet, so it's not the scariest thing. And eBay does finish. A lot of Marines incoming. He's going to have to get out of there. A couple of SCVs will go down.
Oh. And, you know, that's just one nifty little way to get ahead. Nada lost mining time.
He did. And is Keen is going to drop again. Not going to work though.
This is a bit ill-advised.
Yep. Right now, Keen getting his infrastructure up for his macro. And it looks like he's just going to pump out units for a little bit now, instead of taking any expand. Nada already has his infrastructure up. He's had it up a lot longer. Of course, Keen does have that single extra barracks, since he teched up a bit quicker, to help equalize those Marine counts.
Okay, now there's going to be a drop here from Nada, and Keen's army is a little bit out of position here. Okay, now this could do a lot of damage.
And he does have stim
here,
yeah.
so this is actually a considerable amount more damage. Fritz, he will get this depot. And goodbye.
And now he's going to get out of there with all of them. Very well done by Nada. And now Nada is actually moving across the map. Nada wants to attack, but Keen has plenty of siege tanks. If Keen actually just sieges up, Nada can't hurt him. Nice little stim there, catching that medevac.
Yeah, that was perfect. And I think Keen is going to be a little bit uncomfortable now because Nada should have the contain on him.
Yes, absolutely.
And also, Nada seems to be playing much more clean and cleanly than in game number 2. Game number 2 is actually pretty sloppy by Nada.
He tried like a really funny stim timing with some Marauders mixed in. It was a little bit of a weird build. But, you know, as we see here, Nada just kind of moving up. He has some good mobility right now. He has Keen on that contain, as you said. Neither player.
Looks like he may pick up the Marines and put the siege tanks on the edge here and just try to do damage this way.
Yeah, it looks like that's what he wants to do. His siege tank's actually a little bit too far back right now.
And here we go.
Siege tanks for Keen unsieging.
Nice little move here by Nada, actually. Yeah. And he forced the cancel there.
And wow.
Oh, what is he doing?
Tanks.
What is he doing?
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Big blunder.
He's going to lose another one if he backs up.
Wow. Got combat shields as well before it finished. And now Nada has taken like a devastating lead from one little move.
Look at this. The siege tank can hit the tech lab. That's huge, guys. Oh, I can't believe I guess he's not going to try to kill the tech lab. Considering that, I mean, that's no more siege tanks for the time being.
Yeah. Well, Nada now is very well ahead, sending up more units, and he's already finished his third command center. So he can take another base, continue to put on pressure, and as long as he doesn't overcommit and lose a bunch of units, Keen is going to have to pull a miracle from here.
Well,
you know?
I knew that was going to do some damage. I didn't think it was going to do that much damage.
Yeah,
that went really well.
Realistically, it probably should have.
He's going for it.
Oh, wow. A big timing here. Keen out of position. Nada completely outmaneuvering him. And Nada once again making Keen look bad. Oh, man.
Yep. Well, once again, the fourth time in a row, Nada defeats Keen in a GSL.
Taking out some of the production of Keen. How is Keen ever going to catch up supply-wise? I don't think it's possible.
I think this is actually going to be GG very soon.
Down goes some barracks. Another one will go down. Siege tanks going down. Nice scans by Nada. Keeping that pressure on with those siege tanks on anything coming down the ramp. Keen is actually, I mean, he's 83 supply to 145. He doesn't have anything going for him. Nothing. He has nothing out on the map. He doesn't even have both his gases in his main, and he's just setting it. Yeah, we're going to see GG in a second here.
Yep, that's it. GG, even landing the mule saying, get out, GTFO. GG.
And Nada wins 2-1.
Nada is so
well
good.
Well done, man.
Here's the thing. When Nada dies, Artosis, he's going to become a nerd god and rule the nerd universe. He's going to be called Nerda. Nerda.
Wow.
The nerd god.
Wow.
Right.
I'll build a pyramid to him.
Yeah, man.
Keen
I'll
upset.
sacrifice
He's
a virgin for him.
Absolutely. Keen unhappy with another loss to Nada. He's like, wow, I just can't beat Nada. Don't worry, Keen. No one can beat Nada.
Man, Keen is brewing.
He is brewing. And not a witch's brew.
How frustrating can that be to lose? In a period that's been so close together, we've only been doing GSL for a little over a year, basically, but 4 times?
That's painful.
That sucks. I mean, that's...
I think we only showed their last 3 encounters. I think they've had more than that. But, yeah, man, Nada has his number. Keen needs to just stay away from Nada. It's not going to happen, Keen. I'm so sorry. Nada knows how you play, and you're not going to beat him.
Well, clearly Nada's just superior.
The 2 games
overall.
that Nada just went straight-up strategies, not something a little bit funny and weird.
He turned him upside down.
Turn him upside down, man.
Every once in a while,
flipped him.
Yeah. He flipped that nerd.
Flipped that nerd
he
right
flipped
over,
that
man.
nerd like it was a burger patty at McDonald's. And then he dropped that nerd on the ground, and he said 5-second rule and picked it back up.
Ooh, I like that. All right, so our next match will be Nada against Parting. I'm excited to see this one, Tasteless. Can Nada get out of his group right away? This guy's such a badass.
Nada just refuses to ever be put in anything below Code S.
He'll never go away.
It's actually fascinating if you look at different players and how some are really dominant at the start of StarCraft 2. And actually, we're out of time. I'll be right back, guys. I'll continue on with that point after this 5-minute break.